What's going on, Outreach Project? It's Josh.
This is Zach.
I'm Ashley.
This is Ashley, ladies and gentlemen. Who are you, Ashley? Like, what's your role here? Why are you here?
At the church.
Yeah.
My official title is office administrator. So I take care of day-to-day business things, anything that needs ordered, anybody who wants to come in and use the building. A lot of those things go through me. I do a lot of work with communications with Elijah. And then I am an admin assistant to Rob Bergman, the executive pastor.
The viewers don't know those people yet.
Oh, that's true. Elijah is our communications director, and Rob Bergman is our executive pastor.
So like what Pam did in the office?
Kind of, but not really, because I'm not the receptionist, but I do answer phones when the receptionist
Pam
is in
changed
here.
office administrator in the later seasons.
She did,
Oh my
yes,
gosh,
but
yeah.
she was also a salesperson, and I'm not in sales.
Well, that was like for like 2 months,
Well,
though. So.
Oh, my gosh. This is Ashley. We're pretty excited to have you on here. You're kind of a part of young adults.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But
Graduated.
You do your own things as well as you're getting older.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. She recently went to Passion with us. Tell us a little
I
bit about
did.
that. Did you
About Passion?
Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah, it was great. I went in 2020 when they had it in the bins, and they did it over New Year's, and that was a ton of fun. And then they had it virtually, and then I didn't go the year before that. But so it was fun to be back. I'd never been in the State Farm Arena, and so that was a lot of fun. The worship was really good. The speakers are really good. And then, I don't know, it's just an environment to be intentional and to really focus your perspective on what's important.
Yeah. What was your favorite part?
I liked Jackie Hill Perry. I liked her talk a lot.
She's probably listening.
No, she's not.
I think I saw her.
She
definitely liked our Insta
There's
story.
no way. Well, anyways, I thought that her preaching was great. And then I liked the worship. I liked Elevation. I liked Cody Carnes and Carrie Job.
Yeah.
Those were probably my favorites.
Yeah. Good.
So tell us a little bit about your life growing up. Where'd you grow up? Where you from? All that kind of stuff.
How'd you get here?
Yeah.
Why?
How did you get to Columbia City? And more importantly, why did you come to Columbia
Why
City?
are you on this podcast?
I'm from Napanee, Indiana. I went to high school at Northwood, and then I went to college at Grace College in Winona Lake. And
Go Lancers.
yeah, it was great. I graduated in 3 years with my accounting degree. And then, so I'd always been kind of surrounded by Christian community. I went to a smaller high school where most kids went to church, and then Grace obviously promotes Christianity. They're a Christian school. And then I wanted to have Christian community coming out of college because I was going to go into a job field that was secular and I wasn't guaranteed Christian community. So the person I was dating at the time recommended the young adult group here, and I got plugged in with Jeremy and Maureen, and it was what I needed at the time.
Good. How'd you end up working at the church?
So I worked in public accounting for 2 years, and then it kind of became a toxic work environment, and I just wanted a more regular schedule. So busy season, I was working 85 hours a week, and it was not good for me mentally, and I needed it out. So I quit my job with no real plan, and
Accounting
then
sucks.
accounting is
terrible.
fine.
No, accounting is terrible.
So bad.
I don't mind the accounting of it. I wanted a normal life schedule. I wanted to be able to do things from the months of January through April. And you're not allowed to take vacation during that time because that's when most of your work is getting done. So anyways, yeah, I quit with no plan, and then this job became available, and I applied for it, and it took 2 months for me to get the job, but I'm thankful that I did.
Yeah. Were you living here at the time?
No, I was still living at home with my parents to pay off my student loans, and then I moved here after I started here because I was tired of a 45-minute drive. It was not fun, no.
So tell us about your parents, your family. Who
Do you have a dog?
They have 2 dogs, yes. Bailey and Bandit. You guys would probably love Bandit. He is fat, and he's just kind of
I'd hate
derpy.
him then.
He's just kind of dumb. You would hate him.
What is wrong with you?
He's so kind. He's just he's not coordinated. He'll jump off the deck and land on his face. He's just not.
Sounds like Josh.
But he's
Dude,
a lot of fun.
My dad stepped off the deck last summer, in Birkenstocks. It's the deck, if you're viewing, it's probably this tall, less than a foot high. He rolled his ankle, and went to the hospital.
The hospital?
And Garrett Vandersol's mom did his x-ray or whatever.
Was he all good?
Was he okay?
He was totally fine. He got crushed, though.
Oh.
Anyways, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, who's in your family? Who's at home?
My mom and dad are Greg and Jessica. They were high school sweethearts, so they've been together for forever. And then I have 2 younger brothers, Garrett and Andrew. Garrett is 21, and he went to Purdue for 2 years and then decided that he wanted to go into electrical work. So now he's an electrician's apprentice, I think. I don't know. He's working on some jail in Wabash, I think, is where they're at right now. I don't
He's
know.
in jail in Wabash?
No, he's not in jail. He's working on the jail.
Oh.
And then my brother Andrew is a senior in high school at Northwood.
Nice. Do you see them often? Or?
Yeah, I go home maybe twice a month.
Oh.
So,
No,
not a ton,
Yeah.
but a decent amount. I just saw them this past weekend, and
That's good.
they're
More
doing
than
fine.
I see my family.
That's not true.
And I live
You
with them.
live
more
at
than you
home.
wish you saw your family.
I love you guys.
They're not listening. Actually, your mom told me the other day that she listened.
My dad listened at work too.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd they think?
Oh, that's so sweet.
I think they liked it.
Yeah, good. My mom listened to our Jackson episode, and she brought up Wendy's today.
Oh,
Josh, do you have a Wendy's mobile app? Because she had a receipt. She's like, oh, wait, you boycotted them.
Have you gone back to Wendy's since?
Yeah, not the specific one, but
Is it the Jefferson Point Wendy's?
No, I'm not blasting the Apple
It was
Glen
the-
Boulevard Wendy's, but yeah.
So petty.
No, what's your favorite food?
Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know. I like any form of potato. Mashed potatoes, french fries. I don't know. Baked potato,
Cheesy potatoes?
cheesy
Sweet potato?
potatoes, sweet potatoes. Sweet potato fries are so good.
Tater tots?
Have you had the sweet potato fries at Oak and Alley?
No.
Oh, they're so good.
I had the fries with what is it, mashed potatoes and gravy and
Poutine? It's
The
not
poutine.
mashed potatoes.
It's not. It's gravy and an egg.
whatever's
It's
on
an
it.
egg and like
It's
onions.
not mashed potatoes.
the gravy.
You think they put
I don't think
mashed
that.
potatoes on french fries?
I was mistaken because I had mashed potatoes the other night with you.
Oh,
It was gravy and like some cheese and
I
crap.
think it was cheese.
Yep, not egg. That's
It might,
disgusting.
she probably knows more than
But-
we do.
About the potatoes?
The
Oak and Alley.
Oh,
What's on
yeah.
it, but
I've tried those once. I don't get those.
no,
very
I
often.
love that place. If Oak and Alley workers are listening, please, I'd take a sponsor.
It's so good. What's your guys' favorite food?
Burgers.
probably sushi.
Oh, Kroger.
Oh, dude, Kroger sushi's amazing. I had that
No,
for
it's
lunch.
good.
I had that for
He
lunch.
did have
It's
that
good.
today.
That's what I ate for lunch. It was
I don't know.
amazing.
What
It's
kind
not,
of
it can't be your
sushi?
favorite though, unless you have like naked chopsticks, nawa, stuff like that. You got
What am I supposed to say? Like
The
burgers?
high end
Like-
stuff?
no. Kroger. If you're talking sushi,
Oh no, Kroger's not my
can't-
favorite.
Yeah, but
sushi,
it's a solid
but
choice.
It's a solid choice for.
It's a budget choice too.
Yeah, for real. A lot cheaper than going out.
That's true. Yeah.
And my mom
it
works
is
there. She just
kind
picks
of
it up for
going
me.
out, but
She picks it up for me after work too.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Karna. She's so kind.
Yeah. So we talked a little about your early life. When did you start developing a faith? How'd that look?
So I grew up going to church. So I accepted Christ when I was 7. And I was super excited about it. My cousin Nathan was my best friend at the time. And at my grandma's house, I tried to get him to say like the sinner's prayer. And we came out and I was like, he's saved. And they're like, no, he's not. He doesn't understand what's going on. But I was super excited about it. But I would say that I started taking it more seriously in high school, like later high school and then into college. Really reading scripture and trying to understand what it meant for myself and not just like the Bible stories that I heard in Sunday school growing up, and trying to actively live out what it was saying.
Is that why you went to Grace then? That later high school?
Yeah, I'd say so. I wanted to go to a Christian college, and that one was closer to home, and they had a 3-year program, and I wanted to save money, so part of it was practicality. But
Is it saving money if it's double the cost per year.
I mean, I graduated in 3 years with an accounting degree.
And it's a cool school. It's
Yeah,
good.
I had a scholarship. I was fine.
Okay. Yeah.
She's smart.
You're good. What would you say, like, if not, it's okay, but where did Grace stand and grow in your faith?
I would say it showed me what Christian friends look like and Christian community looks like. I had some of that in high school, but a lot of my friends went to the big church in Ebony, and I went to a small church in Syracuse. So church life was separate from school life. Not that I didn't live it out at school, but at Grace, like, I was living on campus, so you're immersed, like, you're doing life together. And so, like, there's no place to be inauthentic. And so if you're not real about your faith, like, that's going to come out living with people.
Oh, that's good.
Going off community, what does community mean to you? Like, if you could define community, what would you define it as?
I would say having a group of people that you feel safe and connected with, like, that you can be authentically yourself. We're all going to have bad days, but it's people that you can have a bad day with, and they can call you out on it, but also pick you up, when you need it. You rejoice when others rejoice, and you mourn when others mourn. And it's just sharing in life together in a space to do that.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
So recently, where are you with your faith? Good, bad?
I would say that sanctification is an ever-going process. So right now, I've been really challenged to live my life as surrendering to God and rejoicing in all things. I don't always do well when things change or when things don't go according to plan. And so it's learning to surrender that and lay that down. And God is enough. He is good because he's good, not because of anything that he's doing for me or because of the way my life is going.
Yeah.
He is holy and he is worthy. And so it's trying to live in that state of reverence for him.
Yeah. What are you in?
Reading?
Yeah, what are you in on your Bible?
So my Thursday night group, we're going through Romans, and this week we're going to do Romans chapter 7. And then the Tuesday night group that I go to is going through Revelation, and we're getting ready to do the Church of Laodicea. So I think that's in chapter 4.
What are those groups?
Okay, the Tuesday night group is part of the Sycophus group. So the men meet in the shed. I think they just call it the shed.
Yeah.
And then women, if they want to come, they go in the house, and Sherry or Nancy Ferguson or a couple other people help lead that group.
Oh.
And then Thursday night, I help lead a group of, I'd say they're young adults, mid to late 20s. And we get together, kind of young adults. Ish.
No, that's young. That's young.
Yeah.
Young isn't a number, though. It's a lifestyle, if you really think about it.
Yeah, so post-college. Post-college.
Graduated adults. that are young.
Or what if you didn't go to college?
I'm trying to think. I think everybody in that group went to college.
Non-college aged adults
Yeah.
that are still young.
I think I'm the youngest one in it, and I'm almost 25. But yeah, we meet on Thursdays, and we rotate whose house we go to, and it's a fun time.
Yeah. What would you say to a woman listening that's like, oh, I want to go to Tuesday night?
I would say you should for sure do it. It's multi-generational, so there's girls as young as 15, 16, and then as old as like in their 70s. And so it's good to have perspective from different generations and to hear how this passage has impacted different parts of their life or how they're seeing it play out and things like that.
Yeah, that's good. What time does that meet?
6:30. There's a meal provided, and then the Bible study part actually starts at 7.
All right, you heard that, folks.
6:30, the Sycophus' house, which is on 205 in South Whitley.
You can call the church if you need that.
Yeah, call Ashley at the church. She'll tell you where it is.
I'll help you out.
Yeah, attend, men and females. It's a great time.
Yeah,
Great house, great family.
a really great family.
Yep.
We should get them on.
Who, Brett?
The Sycophuses.
All of them? That would load up the table.
I mean, individually. They don't have to be together.
That'll take a while.
Yeah,
But
That's a
we'll
lot.
see. We'll see.
A little bit more lighthearted question.
Okay.
What are some of your hobbies? What do you like to do?
I don't know. I'm a nerd. I like to read. I don't read very much anymore. I don't have time for it. I like hiking. I like playing soccer.
So if you're not cool, go hang out with Ash.
I don't know.
Just kidding.
I just like, it's hard. I just like being with people. So the people that I care about and love, and like those people that I said, like, I feel community with, whatever they want to do, like, I'm fine just being with them, whether that's going to the mall or going out to eat or whatever.
Cliff
Like,
jumping?
I don't know if I'd jump off a cliff.
Cliff jumping's dope.
I'd
That
go
sounds
to
fun.
the cliff with them.
Push them off.
I don't know if
she'd
I would
definitely push
actually
him off.
jump. I don't even like roller coasters. I don't think I could handle a cliff jump.
But there's water.
What's some of your interests? Music tastes, movie tastes, stuff like that.
Top 3 movies.
We're not asking that.
Top 3 movies? Top Gun?
Which one?
The original.
Okay.
The second one's is really good too. I was pleasantly surprised. Other movies, I don't know. I like sports movies, like The Blind Side
That's a good
and
one.
Remember the Titans, and
That's
like
a really
those
good
types
one.
of movies. I like those.
What about Happy Gilmore and Longest Yard?
So Adam Sandler movies.
No, Adam Sandler's all right. They're just maybe not my favorite. I like him better than Will Ferrell. Is that how you say his name?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I
You don't
think
like
he's.
Will Ferrell?
No, I just don't find his movies that funny.
Oh my gosh.
Have you seen Step Brothers?
Yes.
Obviously you
just-
haven't.
Can't
It's
advocate
just-
for Step Brothers.
It's
I'm not
not
advocating for Step Brothers.
No.
Like, be yourself. It's fine. I really like Talladega Nights, and that's a sports movie.
No, it's
I
not.
do like Talladega
NASCAR.
Nights.
It is
interesting.
NASCAR, yeah.
Shake and bake.
Exactly.
Ricky Bobby.
If you're listening, Ricky.
Anyway, what kind of music do you like?
Yeah, like what else?
I listen to a variety. Right now I've been listening to Noah Khan. I went to his concert a week and a half ago, I think.
I don't know who that is.
He's like folksy, poppy kind of. He's great. You should listen to him. I don't know.
alright.
I like country.
Wallen?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I mean, he's a little
Wallen's
bit
good.
controversial, but
That's we're all sinners.
but he does have good music. Yes, but I like old country too, like George Strait and Garth Brooks. And
What's your favorite Christian song?
Ooh.
favorite Christian song. I like "What a Beautiful Name" by Brooke Ligertwood. Is that how you say her last name?
We don't know.
You don't know how to say her last name.
Brooke L.
I've been trying to figure it out since Passion last year, so
Why's that?
because I don't know how to say it, and I like her music.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the one "Hymn of Heaven" by Phil Wickham. I like that one. Just looking forward to worshiping and the Creator. I like anything that talks about the reverence of God being holy and worthy of who He is. I like singing about those types of things.
It's a good thing to sing about.
It's a really good thing to sing about.
It's a good thing to talk about too.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Why is God worthy and above all?
I mean, He's God. He's the creator of the universe. He is. I don't know. He's good, and I can't comprehend Him, and He is holy, and that's hard to describe.
Yeah.
I've been obsessed with the fact that He's holy, and like we're called to be holy, and we are made righteous through Christ who came and died for us. But it's like He's up there, and He didn't have to come down for us, and He did, and He put on flesh, and He became human, and He walked among us, and that's hard to fathom. It's hard for me to fathom. Yeah. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
No, that's good. Thank you. I love the fact that He just loves no matter what. He revolves around love. If you are committing the worst sinner crimes, He still loves you, and it's very hard to fathom because, I mean, as humans, I don't think we love
Unconditionally.
or love those sins or sinners, or those prisoners, which sucks, and I want to work on that. But just the fact that he loves and longs for us is beautiful. What do you think, Zach?
About the reverence of God?
Yeah. What's your favorite part of God? A favorite part of God?
One of my favorite parts of God is just his beauty. We can see that in a lot of different ways. I mean, whether it's nature or just people, because people are created in God's own image. So if you look at people, then you're looking at God and seeing God. So just the explicit beauty of God and how hard that is to comprehend, because even the most beautiful sunset is nothing compared to the true beauty of God. I mean, it says in the Bible that like God has to shield people from seeing him or they'll die from his abundance of beauty.
Majesty?
Yeah, that one.
No, that's good. Thank you. Yeah, what else we have?
Tell us about the ministries you're involved in.
Yeah.
So I already kind of talked about my small groups that I'm a part of, and then I help with the youth on Sunday nights. I help with sophomores specifically. The sophomore girls are great. I love them to death.
Not the boys?
I like the boys too. I love them too. I just don't get as much
Yeah, it's different. You're not their leader. So.
Yeah, I'm not in their like small group time, so there's not as much depth to questions when we're talking. But they're good kids. They're good students, and they have hearts to follow the Lord, and I admire that.
Have you followed this grade from when you started then?
Yeah, so I had some of them. I helped in middle school a couple years ago, and that's when the groups were mixed grades. Okay. So I had a couple of them during that, and then I started with them last year when they were freshmen, and so this is my second year with them.
Yeah, how have you seen them progress? Like or is it cool? Like, what's that look like?
Yeah. I think they're becoming more comfortable with each other and with me and being open and honest in their answers of, I don't need to have all of this figured out, or maybe I'm confused by what this means, or life is hard, or we're anxious about these things. And so the honesty in a lot of that is really humbling in that they're willing to do that. But also, just their growth and their understanding of what Scripture means. We asked them last night if they knew like what salvation meant, like what are you saved from, and they were able to articulate an answer to that. And I was really proud of them for being able to do that.
Yeah. Are you going on Defy?
I think so. Yes, I'm signed up to go. So.
No, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't I go?
Yeah.
Well, there weren't very many sophomores that signed up, so I'm going to see if there's still a need for me to go, which there probably is. And so
you'll hang out with the middle schoolers.
Yeah, middle schoolers are awesome.
There's a lot of middle schoolers going.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited for them.
We're going to middle school it up.
We're going to have a party.
Last year, just to give a glimpse to maybe some of the parents on the hands your children
and some of the students. Some of my kids said they listen to the pod.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they found it. I don't know if they've listened yet. They asked if they could be on, but they don't even listen. So,
well, maybe we'll have a student special.
Maybe.
I told them some stuff cooking.
I told them no, but we'll go from.
What grade do you have? 7th grade.
7th.
And we might have a student special coming up. I think that'd be cool. But last year, shout out Jordan Chappell. We know you listen, man. We appreciate it.
Great guy.
We're gonna have you on soon. But last year, me, you, him. That was really the leaders that started the dance party.
The dance party.
It wasn't in my
lobby?
room. It was in Zach and Jordan's room. And we just got the kids in there. The loudspeaker fit 15, 20 kids.
There was like 25, close to 30.
My bad, 5 more.
I think the entire middle school boys are in there. All of them.
Yeah, and the high school
They were
as well.
so loud.
And we just turned on epic bass drop. Like, whatever. It's not a rager because it wasn't bad, but just had a party and they were jumping, they were crowd surfing,
throwing chips across the room.
It was a mess.
Somebody jumped on a tube of toothpaste and got all over the room.
It got on John Mark's coat, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm so sorry about that. Maybe the toothpaste shouldn't have been on the floor.
I mean,
some may say.
I don't leave my toothpaste on the floor, but that's just me.
There was a student, I'm not going to say names, on the mission trip. We slept in a room.
It was,
just a gym floor.
It was just a gym.
A gym floor. Not a nice gym, but it was
a gym.
It was well suited for us.
Yeah,
it was
I mean, for middle schoolers.
Yeah, it was perfectly fine. Thank you for the church that provided that. Yeah. But we slept on the gym floor, and a poor middle school boy's toothbrush was just on the middle of the floor.
Ew.
I bet you they put it there.
He didn't have a toiletry bag. He just threw all his stuff in the bag, in the duffel.
So is it better to have
He woke me up one morning, searching through my bed to find his shoe.
So, is it better to have your toothbrush on the middle of a gym floor and your dirty clothes?
I don't know, man. But if you're coming, we'll make sure there are toiletry bags. I'm going to bring some Ziploc bags to prevent this.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Didn't you go on the mission trip, the high school mission trip?
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell us about your experience with that?
Yeah, how was that?
It was good. My group built a deck. I think we were only expecting to replace part of it and ended up taking the whole thing off. It was hot, but they were troopers and they did a good job. It was fun to see them become friends by the end of it. We had 2 younger guys in our group that were pretty shy and weren't overly involved, but then by the end of it, they were friends and they were laughing and joking, and so it was fun to see them bond over them.
Weren't you with Jared English on that trip?
Yes, but he wasn't in my group.
Oh.
Garrett, right?
No, I was with Matt Geiger.
Matt.
Shout out, Matt.
Maybe we should get Matt on the pod.
We should get Matt on the pod.
He'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, my favorite part of middle school trips, leading them, is seeing them worship. And then John Mark came up to me after. That's Addie's little brother. Came up to me after and asked me what the song was called.
That's cool.
And that was
that's really
that was
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
And I heard him listening to it while playing Roblox the next day.
That's awesome.
It was cool.
That's really cool.
So sweet. We had a prayer night that was really cool where we prayed over each person in our group, and my group took probably 25 minutes. It was a long time. But it was cool to hear them pray over each other, specific things and things that they had noticed, growth wise and leadership wise in each other. And it was probably my favorite night.
Yeah. When you were a student, were you involved in youth group and stuff like that?
Yeah, the youth group I grew up in was a lot smaller. It was 30 to 40 kids total, middle school and high school. But yeah, I was pretty involved. We met on Wednesday nights and I went almost every week. And then we had conferences in the summer, or we had this thing called a bike trip, but it went away when I got old enough. But basically, they would bike to the nearest, or not nearest, but they would bike to an amusement park. So one year they biked to Six Flags in Illinois, and then the next year they biked to Cedar Point in Ohio. And it was this week-long trip, and then they'd bike anywhere from 50 to 100 miles a day and stay at different churches. And
that was
see food
fun?
and stuff. Yeah, and then the last day they just went to the amusement park and hung out, and then they had vans and things to bring them back.
Oh, I thought they had a bike bag too.
No, it was this whole thing. And they had so much fun, and they had leaders in vans following them around and playing music for them.
The leaders were in the vans?
And handing out Twizzlers. Yeah. I mean, there were leaders that would bike
terrible.
with them, but there were also leaders that would hand out snacks.
Biking along and see your leader Jim over there just cranking the tunes in the van
so
with the
fun.
AC cranked.
Eating a sandwich.
I mean, you would stop for lunch break and snack breaks. They would have specific snack break stops for you and stuff.
I would do that to maybe Fort Wayne.
That's a little far.
That's not even that far.
Let's just do it to South Whitley.
That's depending where you start. It could be same distance.
From here.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You guys should do it. Bike to Cedar Point.
No. Students, if you're listening and you want to bike to Cedar Point, let us know and we'll see what we can make happen.
Josh will probably do it with you guys.
I would do it with you. We would have to see logistics and
I don't know if that's logistically
safety
possible in today's society.
It
we
is.
would have to get
It's
a big
fine.
group of leaders. But
Have you been on the roads lately?
Yes, they would take back roads. They would map it all out.
so that's a lot more.
And then
So you can't take the direct route. You
and
just gotta
then yeah, and then at the church they'd have a lesson in worship time, and it was so fun.
You never went.
I went I went with my mom on the cooking crew because I was too young to actually go on the bike trip. But
That's kind of cool.
yeah,
It is kind of dope.
Oh,
We could maybe bike to like not see
Blue River Trail.
it's not that far.
We'll start with the Blue River Trail day and see where it goes.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
But yeah. How is God moving in your life recently?
I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I think what I said earlier about surrender and worshiping in all seasons of life. So I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but my mom has cancer. And so when I found out, I was thinking of the story in Daniel when the 3 are thrown into the furnace and they say our God will save us, but even if he does not, like, we're still not going to bow to your idol. And so lately I've been contemplating like having that even if attitude, even if these plans or desires that I have don't work out the way that I want to, like God is still good and I'm still going to worship him. Even if my mom doesn't get better, like I'm
That's
still
hard.
going to worship him. Yeah,
that's
it
really
is
hard.
really hard. But at the end of the day, like he's good and he's sovereign. And last night at youth group, we talked about God's plans and how do we follow God's plans for our life instead of our plans, and like how do we consult him and pray about those things beforehand. And his plan is always good. You know, it's going to work out for his good and his glory. And I'm going to choose to believe that, and I'm going to choose to worship regardless. That doesn't mean I don't feel sad and that I don't mourn, but
And it's
yeah,
fine to feel sad. And
it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
worshiping
it's
doesn't
normal.
necessarily mean that you're happy, but it means that you have this heart attitude and reverence to God. And
That's really cool.
surrender.
yeah, so that's, I think, what I've been learning and working on lately.
No, that's huge. Thank you for sharing
Yeah,
that.
for real.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
No, it's okay. She's doing all right. She's halfway through her chemo treatment, so that's a praise.
Good.
Yeah, so
Good. So as we come to a close, have you seen a full episode?
I've watched like 3/4 of one. I'm planning to watch them all.
So you don't
That's
know.
what they all say.
You don't know the closing question, which is great.
That's
'Cause
really
We
good.
want you on the spot for this.
This is on the
Should
spot.
I be nervous?
No, no.
Very. Wait. No.
What is your dream trip?
Dream vacation.
Dream vacation?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I have like 2 options?
One trip.
One trip?
One trip.
If it's close, like
If it's like
a Europe
No,
backpacking, that's
these are
fine,
like
but
2 different things. One would be to Panama because my grandma grew up there and that's where she's from. So I've always wanted to see that. But I don't know. I think I'd say anywhere warm. And what's more important to me is the people going with me. Like I want to go with people that I can like relax and hang out with and not be annoying, you know, or like naggy.
so
Yeah.
like
What would
So-
you do?
I don't know. Like in Arizona, I like hiking. I'd want to go back to Israel. I'd want to go back and like see all of the things again and take it in and spend longer on the Sea of Galilee because it's beautiful there and do all of the hiking again.
is Israel warm all year?
I don't know if it's
Never
warm all
been.
year. It's a little bit more moderate than here though. But it's very dry in the south and it's very, it's not tropical, but lush. Is that the right word? In the north?
I don't know.
Like
I've
there's,
never
I don't know what that means.
There's a lot of greenery and the Sea of Galilee is beautiful and yeah.
So, where are you going?
I don't
One
know.
trip.
I guess probably I'd go back to Israel, I think.
Israel with your
Yeah.
homies.
Yeah.
Would you be
Israel
with
with
family
the
too? Like just your whole circle, or
Yeah, my family could come.
good?
I mean, if
Yeah, it'd be fun.
No,
guess
because
you're not going, family.
The food there is so good and so fresh. Like everything's not fried like it is here.
I don't know if I'd like that.
It's so good. The buffets
I
were
promise
so
you you'd
good.
like it.
So
you might
good.
not like it.
No. Was there good potatoes?
There were good potatoes. There was also good fish. And the lamb was good. I've never had lamb except for when I was there.
Lamb is really
You've
good.
had the Lamb of God.
I don't. Jesus. It's kind of different.
Jokes.
It's a comedy.
Where would you
podcast.
guys go? Have you guys answered this
answered.
question?
I've answered
answered.
twice.
Oh, okay.
First time was Sweden. Second time was Pacific Northwest.
You change it every time?
Well,
Well,
we have to answer.
Jackson wanted a different answer than what we did on the first episode. So we had to come up with
Our
two.
newest trip we're going to do is go to Branson and play Paynes Valley.
It's a golf trip.
Yes. It'll be dope.
We might actually do that one. So
Maybe
it's not really
see
like
some
a gym
shows and
vacation.
stuff.
What's the
Oh, yeah.
fancy one down south?
Augusta.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't afford that.
And
You have to be invited.
It's private.
You have to be invited.
on tour card. But
Yeah.
Well, this is like whatever trip you want it to be, right? So it doesn't have to be realistic.
I would win a green jacket.
Would you? You wouldn't win the Masters.
At the Masters?
That's my dream trip, winning the Masters.
You have to be good at golf to do that.
My dream trip includes you guys coming with me and watch me win the Masters.
You have
That
to be
would
good
be a
at
pretty
golf.
good time.
All right, I'm better than you, but
No, you're not.
I'm not going
Prove
to
it on the
have
course.
this conversation.
Prove it on the course.
I have many times, but
You have.
anyways, thank you so much for coming on, Ashley.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Thanks for
Appreciate
having
that.
me.
Any closing thoughts as we wrap up?
I don't think so. I appreciate what you guys are doing. I think it's great.
I mean, you haven't even watched a full episode.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what we're
Taking
doing.
the time to get to know people and hearing their story, I think is great.
No, it's cool. I learned a lot about you.
Yeah.
It's been really neat hearing interest, hobbies, and how God works. And hopefully the viewers think the same. I think they will.
We got some-
Come to Tuesday night if you're a woman or a man, which you are. Yeah. Come to First Church. Come see us. Reach out to Ashley if you have any questions.
Yep, I'm
Reach
here
out to
Monday
us.
through Friday.
Yep.
If you have any questions.
And please text us if you watched. Please. A lot of people have. We
have
really appreciate
yeah,
that.
that was cool.
Yeah. Thank you guys a lot for watching. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the community and God working. We'll see you next time on the Outreach Project.
Peace.
Say peace.
Bye. Peace.